Okay, so for the second time, I'm going to try to narrate this video. I've had some trouble doing that previously. The thing unfortunately did not sync up with the video, so that's a bummer. Because I have nothing better to do than sit around for 40 minutes watching a Cat 4 crit record the narration. But anyway, I hope you enjoy it. So this is the weekly training criterium series on South Table Mountain. This is the Colorado State Patrol track for cars. It's a car track actually, but it makes a great bicycle racing venue. And we get out here once a week during the summer on Wednesdays. We have a Cat 4-5 race, which is what this is. There's also a Pro 1-2-3 race. So the course is about 1.2 miles, I believe, in length. It's a long course, actually maybe 1.5. We do 12 laps. And it usually takes about 40 minutes. Today it only took 37, so it was one of the very fastest, maybe the fastest race I've ever been on in this course. And certainly I set an all-time record in terms of lap time. The last lap we averaged over 30 miles an hour, which is actually faster than the Pro 1-2-3 field. But to be fair, you know, they had some more wind in their race, so they got kind of split up. So I've got the Strava flyby playing on another screen, so I can kind of watch the action. I'll tell you what's going on off the front. This race was it was just attack after attack after attack. They were all chased down. The chases were aggressive, so kind of nothing left on the table, and a lot of fast young guys out there these days. Amateur racing in Colorado, in the senior, the masters ranks, so 40, 50 plus, the field sizes are down, but in the senior men, so 18 to 40, they're up. So I'm making a move toward the front. Got my teammate Greg behind me. So my name is Morgan Brown. I'm 45 years old. I'm a Cat 4 racer with pedal racing out of Littleton, Colorado. We had 7 or 8 teammates there last night. So there's my teammate Hess. He's in front. He spent a lot of time on front. Had some big solo efforts and almost held it off for the win. But he still finished 10th. We had a preliminary plan to try to do a team breakaway on the end of the second lap, but it didn't quite work out. We weren't positioned well. We had our hands full just kind of chasing down what was going on up front. But now we're coming around. The course is kind of shaped like a coat hanger, in the shape of a triangle. And in the long side of the triangle, there's a little chicane. Curves are all really fast curves, and you would never have to hit the brakes if you were by yourself. Unfortunately, Cat 4 races tend to get bunched up and run about 4 or 5 abreast, so you end up accordion effect in the back. But today it was pretty strung out. It was really fast. We got at least a few guys up in front right now. I don't think it's going to stick. Let's see. I'm going in south right now, in a long straightaway downhill section. Average about 36 miles an hour here and don't have to pedal that much. Going around the first curve in the course. Now we're going to the northeast. We're going uphill again, about 1% uphill. We had about 60 starters today, more or less. It's a typical field size. Perfect day for racing, about 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Cloudy, but still fairly bright outside. So here, a group of my teammates are trying to move up on the right. I think they're going to make a move, but unfortunately they were too far back to really do anything. Still at least 2 guys up front. There they are. Not enough of a gap to really go anywhere with a very aggressive chase. Saw a lot of breaks today, but nothing to get organized. I think that you see that in Cat 4 races, that you've got some strong riders, but they're just they just don't self-organize. They almost don't know they're in a breakaway. Like, oh my God, where am I? I'm in a breakaway. What do I do now? Nobody rotates. Guys pop off. Just ends up degenerating. When you have a strong crosswind in any of the straight sections, you can usually sometimes get some separation. Today was dead calm, so nothing doing there. Only times I've ever been dropped in this course has been when it's into a big crosswind. You just get pinched in the gutter, and almost nothing you can do. Finishing up on lap 2. Where we were supposed to have our attack, but we're not organized. Too far back. Okay, cream lap. Usually in a preem lap they lollygag and just wait for the sprint. Man, these preems are just balls to the wall. Sprung out fast. Well, I'm pretty well positioned, right near the front. If I had a sprint, then might be able to do something with it. Still on the backside, going through the chicane. This guy's gonna go. Looks pretty strong. I think he might have. We'll watch the flyby. I'm not sure if he held him off or not. Still way too early, still about a kilometer from the finish. No cash or no prizes, no nothing. It's just there's a point series for the sprints, but basically just bragging rights. These are not like Colorado Road Cup races, but they are USAC sanctioned, so you can get upgrades. A lot of really strong riders, they end up inadvertently upgrading themselves by getting the top 5 in this race. Not a problem for me. Alright, come in lap number 4. Strung out racing going. I can't tell if there's separation there. Yep, looks like there's separation. Flyby. My teammate Hess and Patrick Raparski is also my teammate. He actually won the race. I think there's another guy with him, so it looks like a group of 3, but not enough to keep it going. Caught shortly. For the whole race, I averaged 27.8 miles an hour, which is smoking fast. It's probably the fastest race I've ever been in. Last week we were more like 27.2. Over the course of a race, that's a big difference. Sprung out like a Cat 3 race. It's good to see. Camera-wise, I'm running front and rear cyclic cameras. I've got the resolution turned up to the max, which is 1080 pixels. You're not gonna be able to run it that way for 4 hours on a weekend ride, but for a crit it'll work. And video quality's nice. I've got previous videos I'd run at 720 pixels, and it's not enough. So I just squeezed in the brakes there. I thought I was going to get squeezed between those 2 guys. Sorry, Peter G from Palmaris is sitting behind me. I made him swerve. We're about 15 minutes in. I was aiming to sit sort of 10th wheel the whole race. A pretty good job of staying up, but all the attacks made it hard, pretty punishing to try to do that all day long. Cream lap. So this is the start of lap 6. Race is about halfway done. Looks like we got a guy up the front. Can't see him, but at least one. Not far enough to last the green line. Find these little pockets where you can move up 10 spots pretty easily. It's a pretty easy track to move up on. The field doesn't do a good job of protecting the sides. And there was no wind today either, so. I don't know if this guy was blocking for teammates or what, but I had a nice clear line up that gutter. I was gonna make a run for the front. I don't think I had a chance of getting the cream, but who knows? Got a separation. That's an old trick. People will, at the end of a cream lap, and sit and wait and then push when the guys in the front pull up. With the separation. It's a little bit dangerous. It's a big up the front. At least 10 riders, 115 gap. It's pretty clear I got to move up. There's just too much. It's too much of it. Up and down, back here, and even get to the front guy. Getting the whole right side. There we go, from like 30 spots back to the very front. Having a good time because these guys looks like they're going to go right here. Fortunately, guys right in front of me did not jump on it, but so we're a little bit spread out, but actually it looks like a gap for me. The guy behind me in pink is going to come along for the ride. Take another one behind him, so it looks like we've got 6 in the first chase group, another 4 on the very front. So we're just trying to bridge up to him now. We're on the uphill part, coming up on the final turn for the straightaway. teammate Greg kind of pulled off. Then he had second thoughts. Now we're chasing again. We might have a 3-second gap. We really need to reach. We really need to bridge up. We're just not catching up. I get dropped, but coming to the downhill, something use my superior weight to pedal hard and get aero, go downhill. My only talent in bike racing. Downhill. Good 5-second gap at this point. I'm about to bridge up with the lead group. It looks like they're kind of losing their mojo. Unfortunately, this is where it kind of blew up. Gap opens right in front. There's 2 guys up in front. The rest of us are stuck behind. So this is where it's over. Not that I had a chance anyway. So I pull up here. We've been caught. Well, there's still a few guys up in front. I think they stayed there for a while. Attack on every lap. All right, we're coming up on the start of lap 8 shortly. I guess that's lap 9, green lap. like Hess is off the front and with a pretty good gap. I can't tell if it's just him or what. He's going to try to go for that cream all by himself. Big gap. I don't know if my teammates were on the front blocking, but yeah, Hess has a good 20-second gap. Maybe more like 10. Yeah, more like 10. 10 seconds is pretty big. All we have is a straightaway. Just gotta hold on the straightaway and you get that cream. I know we got one cream, and I don't know which one it was. Probably this one. That's a strong boy. Up 30 spots right there. Not working very hard either. I think the wind was definitely coming from left to right in this section of the course. And it was calm for most of our race, but as soon as, like, right as our race finished, it was coming hard out of the northwest. It was definitely a factor in the Pro 123 race. So I'm back in 10th wheel again. A couple guys straggling up the front, but nothing organized. Looks like a few guys out the front. Hard to see in the Strava display. At least 3, 4, and 5. Hess is trying to bridge up to him. big yet at this point. Can't tell if they're organized. I believe this breakaway was probably the most serious of all of them that day, and I think it almost stuck in until the end. We've got 2 laps to go. Usually we get 12 laps. I'm pretty sure I need to count laps, but I think they actually shortened this race. I think we only did 11 laps, which would actually explain the 37-minute total time. See you on there. There's some stragglers. See Torin Nepper, he's probably the youngest kid in the group. He's only 14, but he's been pretty competitive. He's placed pretty high at junior nationals last year. He's a solid Cat 4 racer. I think he could go Cat 3 if he got motivated. But he had a crash, and he's kind of coming back from that. It's good to see Andre again. He was on my kids used to race. My 2 daughters used to race. Torin used to. Gap is definitely closing. The field is pretty motivated to close that gap. I can't tell who's in it. It's like Hess isn't even in yet. You can chase your own teammate. It's hard to tell. It's so chaotic. It's hard to tell what's going on. This straightaway we usually do 24, 25 miles an hour, but we were hitting speeds 28, 29, 30. Today it's a little bit faster. All right, it's the last lap. I didn't hear the bell, so it's a little comical. I can laugh at it now, but it was pretty irritating at the time. I did not know this was the last lap. Not that I'm horribly positioned. I think we're gonna shut down this break pretty quickly. I'm near the front of the group, but kind of on the back stretch. I needed to be way more aggressive about moving up, and I just kind of sat in. I think I had another lap at least. Again, full gas. I'm just hanging on. I could try to make a move here, but I'm sitting about 20th wheel right now. Like Hess is off the front. I can't tell if he's got anything with him. He's out the front. He finished 10th, so I think he got swamped right at the very end, but he was going to try to hang on. This Hess has been working on his 5-minute power this year because he's looking like a beast. Got Adam Canvas, one of our senior Cat 4s behind me. There comes the last pitch of the climb right before the final turn onto the straightaway. I needed to be 10 bikes up at this point. They went right here. I didn't know there's a huge acceleration, and I'm definitely in communication with the pack, but I didn't know it was a final sprint. I had a little bit of gas in the tank at the end, unfortunately. And you can see right here, there's definitely separation behind me. So I'm probably sitting, probably a group of 30 made the selection. I think I finished 25th or something. We're spread out and sucking away into this headwind now. I was real surprised when this guy on the right pulled up and just stopped pedaling. What the hell? And then this guy in the Mines jersey sprints for 30 in there in front of me. So always sketchy. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video.